Hi everyone, and greetings from Berlin. I'm going to do a reading for May. I'm working around the fact that I have a kind of an injury at the moment. I've got sciatica, which is that condition where a nerve gets trapped, and this sciatic nerve that runs all the way down your legs, it gets sort of irritated or inflamed or pinched, and the whole leg just feels extremely painful. So I'm working with that. If you enjoy my channel, ladies and gentlemen, send healing thoughts. Just send them care of the spirit guides to Robert. They will find me. So and before I start, I want to tell you there's immense excitement to make up for the sciatica. Immense excitement, chez moi, because I have acquired this, which is a miniature, original Albano weight tarot from 1968. It's the first real, well, no, it's the second collector's item that I've bought. I bought an original Morgan Greer about a year ago, and that was more from about 1980 something. But this is from the 60s, and they do reprint these Albano weights, but the reprints are digital. The reprint is by US Game Systems, and it's not as good. It's just not as pretty. The colours, the printing is just not accurate in the reprint. And here you really get to see these gorgeous, gorgeous colours and detailing. I wanted to know whether I liked it enough to save up for an original vintage version of the full-size deck, but I think I do. I mean, I always liked it, but I'm astonished to see how pretty it is in the original. So we're going to use that for our weather forecast today, and that'll cheer me up, won't it? It'll cheer us all up. So what's on the cards for the month of May 2024?
Beauty, you have undone my heart and placed a thorn in every part. Though I have known a blood-red moon and the bright sun eclipsed at noon, I never dreamed that I would see such irregularity.
I think what I want to say is that it looks like a Captain Sensible month. This is our issue, this is our theme card, and these three here are the suggestions. And 10 of Pentacles, that's really that's the card of taking your future needs seriously. So I'm getting planning, I'm getting being serious, I'm getting being a bit down to earth, and how secure are we going to be in the future? Can we actually build some kind of house, some kind of structure which will support us in the future? And no matter what age one happens to be. I mean, for me, this card is very much about, what's your pension looking like? Actually, my pension's looking like crap. But that's not really the point. It's about feeling safe in the future. So this is a real take it seriously theme. And in our suggestions cards, we have number 1, the Knave of Coins. And the Knave of Coins for me is the person who takes things seriously. He is a serious person. And for me, that is the adverb of taking things seriously. So we've got on the coin side, we've got those two, and on the cup side, we've got those two. So I think there certainly is a danger of emotional disturbance and dissatisfaction and aimlessness and sulking and so forth in this 4 of Cups. But the message is reversed 7 of Cups, not to be distracted by that. So we should try not to let our emotional kind of ennui, if there is one, get in the way of the important jobs that need to be done in the month of May, the important procedures that need to be carried out in the month of May, to give us a little bit more of a feeling of safety. Let's have a look at the 12 card weather forecast, and let's see if we can mesh that into a plan for the month. These are so tiny and so precious, they really can't be riffle shuffled, can they? It's just a swoosher's deck, isn't it? Just imagine This deck would have been bought and used by real live hippies in the 60s. End of the 60s, sure, but in the 60s. Just that part of the 60s when things were getting a bit dodgy. When LSD was kicking in and a few people had lost their minds. Now, as you may or may not know, this is my invention, the 12-card weather forecast spread, and I set the rules. I'm only looking for major arcana cards and aces. So what I do is, first of all, I hide all the cards that are not majors or aces. And then I hide the reversed ace. So in my weather forecast spread, I ask the tarot to choose houses for us, but I don't actually read the cards that fall in those houses. It's just an indication of where the energy is for the month ahead. We have the 3rd, the 4th, the 7th, and the 10th. So, 3rd house, make sure your emails are answered. Make sure you've made the phone calls you need to make. Make sure you've told people what you need to tell them so that they can know where they stand with you and whether project A or project B is on or off. Housekeeping, and 3 and the 4 together, for me that adds up to, in a sense, housekeeping maybe online or on the computer. Get yourself a tidy desktop for the month ahead. If you have enough energy, get yourself a tidy house as well. Clear the decks, clear the mind. And with that, you'll be able to have some energy for this. The 10th house, the house of how you take on the world, whether or not you're the sort of person who defines themselves as having a career. But most of us do need to compete, I think, in the big bad world. And most of us need to compete in order to feel that we have some sort of niche and hence some sort of feeling of safety for the future. If you have a partner, make sure your partner's included in all of this. Turn to your partner for help and support if it's all too much. If you're not married or in a relationship, look around for people who can collaborate with you, who can maybe can even, go into business, do something constructive with. 2 minds are better than 1, ladies and gentlemen. There's not a lot of personal development in this weather forecast. There's not a lot of emotional breakthroughs or important emotional processes happening. I feel that from the last one, if we're having a rich emotional life, if we're having an emotional roller coaster, I think the clever advice would be to put it on ice if possible, to feel your feelings, but don't let them set the agenda. I think it's a Captain Sensible month. I don't think it's a month for making emotional decisions. I don't think it's a month for throwing the baby out with the bathwater. I think we should consolidate on what we've got and just try to do everything possible to give ourselves a clear look at what's going on. Declutter, ladies and gentlemen, is my mot du jour. Those were my thoughts for the month ahead, May 2024. I'm Robert Farrer, this is Tea and Tara. What an exciting appearance on the horizon that was, the miniature Albano Waite from 1968. Have a lovely week, have a lovely month, and I'll see you soon. Bye.